What if I told you that the difference between being broke and being secure is just one coin? Sounds ridiculous, right? But in a small, forgotten village, this one coin changed everything. In a quiet village surrounded by fields and dusty roads lived an old woman named Kaveri. She wasn't rich, her house was small, her clothes were simple. But strangely, she never worried about money. People in the village struggled every season, but Kaveri? She was always calm. One day, a young man, tired of his constant money problems, finally decided to ask her, "I work hard, I earn money, but it just disappears. Tell me, what is your secret?" Kaveri didn't answer immediately. She simply smiled and pointed toward a corner of her house. There sat 3 simple clay pots. Nothing special, just old, dusty, ordinary pots. The young man, confused, said, "That's it? Pots?" Kaveri, soft, calm, wise, said, "Every time I earn 10 coins, I follow a rule. 7 coins I use to live, 2 coins I save, and 1 coin I keep for the future." The young man stared at her and then laughed. The young man mockingly said, "1 coin? That's nothing." Silence. Kaveri looked at him, her eyes calm, unshaken. Kaveri, soft, powerful, said, "That nothing is what becomes everything." The young man didn't believe her, and life went on. Days turned into months, months into years. The young man kept earning and kept spending everything. New clothes, small pleasures, little luxuries, all gone as quickly as they came. But Kaveri? She kept filling her pots, quietly, consistently, patiently. Then, one year, the rains didn't come. Crops failed, work stopped, money disappeared. The village began to panic. "What do I do now? I have nothing left." But Kaveri, she didn't panic. She simply walked to the corner and picked up her pots. She opened the second pot. Coins, enough to survive. Then she opened the smallest pot, the 1 coin pot, and it was full. Not just full, it had become her greatest strength. The smallest habit had built the biggest safety. And the young man finally understood. It was never about earning more. It was about keeping something, even when it felt like nothing. Because in the end, 1 coin can change your life. Start with 1.